If your course went quiet after you tried to sell it, you're not the only one. And in this video, I am going to walk you through the 3 reasons why your course may not be selling today after you put all that hard work into it. So, point 1, you've got no ongoing visibility. And what happens is we get so excited about creating this course, launching it, selling it once. Perhaps we don't make quite the sales we wanted to, or perhaps we even do. And then move on to the next shiny thing, or just kind of go, oh, that didn't really work. I'm fed up with this. I'm just going to let it go. You have no way of following it up. You have no way or no plan of how you're going to keep promoting it and telling people about it. You might pop it on your website and hope that folk get there and join that course or buy it or whatever. So this is the important thing. People often talk about courses in terms of being passive income. Personally, I like to talk courses in a way of being consistent income. But to do that, you need to have a plan in place to talk about it, to sell it alongside anything else that you sell. This is one of the key things in order to make your course sellable on a consistent basis. So the second point in terms of why your existing course might not be selling, there's no improvement cycle. So again, we create a course. You might have created a course 5 years ago. Things change. Look how fast things have moved forward. Look at artificial intelligence. Look at where we are at today. Perhaps your audience has changed and shifted. Perhaps your life has changed and shifted, and you used to be selling this great signature course that, you'd have groups and all of this, and actually your life doesn't fit that anymore. So this is where it's important to have this continuous improvement cycle. This means that you are not wasting all of that effort that you put into creating that course in the first place, and you're not keeping on creating shiny courses. And it's okay that you're going through a process, but what I want you to do today is look at how you can improve what sits there already. It might be looking at the actual structure of that course. It might be looking at who you are now focusing on. It might be updating the sales page. There's lots of things that you can do to that existing course to adapt, to improve, to do something with, basically. So the third thing, and yes, I do have notes to make sure that I keep on track, because otherwise I have a tendency to go on and on and on or jump ahead. So the third thing is that you've got no ecosystem, and this really does tie into that improvement piece and that talking about it piece. And that is, we need to be looking at where your course sits in your business as a whole. Like I say, especially if you need to change it or improve it or whatever, does it need to become something that's a more evergreen thing? How does that feed in with freebies, and that you're talking with freebies, your email list, lots of different things? How does that fit with the other offers that you have that you're talking about in your marketing? How can you pull things together? One of the things I do when I work with someone, and will be doing within my new Sellable Courses Lab, is that we will be looking at the core framework of your business. So actually, what is your business really about, and what are the steps that are involved that you love, that is about that meat on the bones, if you like. And then how do your offers tie into that? What's your customer journey, and what does that need to look like? And then if you've got existing courses, we can look at how that can fit in with that, and also obviously how you can move forward and scale with it. Because this is really important. Again, it's something that's not often done, is to make sure that you have this ecosystem, this menu that ties together, so that actually your course doesn't get left because you've got other bigger priorities, perhaps high ticket, perhaps one-to-one. Everything needs to flow, and that can quite often mean that a course gets left on a dusty shelf. So this is where it is about developing your course, making sure it fits in with your business, and looking at where you're taking things within your business to maybe simplify, to fit in with your life. I know myself, as my daughter has gone to school, that things are changing, my goals are changing, and therefore the way that I structure my business, which is why Sellable Courses Lab is coming out, is really key and crucial. And you might be, I know, watching this like 6 months time when it's already come out and launched, because I'm putting this out on YouTube, but it is what it is. So if your course has gone quiet, look at visibility, look at improvement, and look at your entire ecosystem. And for more, please do like, follow, subscribe, and join my school community, where I have regular Sellable Courses clinics and lots of other beautiful resources to help you make your course sellable. And that's an existing one or improving one. Right, so this is where I'm going to have to